Hello, everybody. Hoping everybody enjoying their Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers. Personally, I have never been a father, um, but today I want to talk to you about my Father, which is in heaven. That's who I want to honor today because I didn't know my earthly father, the late Elder Junius Pearson, pastor of Clarendon Healing Temple in South Carolina, Manning, South Carolina. I personally did not have a relationship with him. And just like Jesus, he never mentioned Joseph, his earthly stepfather. He only talked about his heavenly father. If you look through the scriptures, you notice that. And, Jesus grew up around Yeshua. But most people call him Jesus, but his name is Yeshua. Yeshua grew up around his stepfather, Joseph, and lived in the same house, but he never talked about his father figure, his stepfather, Joseph. Never, ever. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you, because his father in heaven was more important to him than his father or stepfather on earth. I'm telling you. So, my father in heaven, who raised me, taught me everything I know, uh, using different father figures in my life, along the way in my life, meant more to me, just like Jesus. His father in heaven meant more to him. The Pharisees asked Jesus in John 8:19, where is this father you keep talking about? My father which art in heaven, my father this, my father that. And the Pharisees just confronted him and asked him, where is this father? And Yeshua plainly told him, if you knew me, you would know who my father was. That was his response to that. And that was just such an accurate statement, because when you saw the Christ or the Messiah, you also saw a physical manifestation of the Father in heaven. Because the three are one. That's 3 John 5, verse 7. 3 John 5 and 7 talks about these three bear witness in heaven. And that is the doctrine of the Trinity. So that's a whole nother subject. I won't go into that. But if they saw the Messiah, they saw the Father. But they were too ignorant to see that because they were religious hypocrites. They were too busy obeying the laws and being legalistic. They had no divine revelation or understanding who was sitting right there in front of them. They didn't know who they were looking at or talking to. So anyway, those of you who never grew up with a physical father in your life, remember the Father which is in heaven. That is the Father of your human spirit, your spirit body, your human spirit is a second part of your being. For example, 1 Thessalonians 5:23 says we are three-part beings. We're body, we're soul, and spirit. So your body comes from your physical, biological father, but your spirit body comes from God the Father. That's why in Jeremiah 1:5, he said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. That's how he knew Jeremiah before he was formed or born in his mother's womb. So remember your spiritual father, which is in heaven, and don't get caught up into not having a physical father on earth. Because to be honest with you, in the black community, most black fathers are just sperm donors. That's it. They're not really fathers. They're just daddies. So anyway, be encouraged and be enlightened that your heavenly Father will always be there with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And if you want to get to know this heavenly Father even more, reach out to me. Say something in the chat or whatever. Send me a message. I'll pray with you. Let's talk about it. Okay? I'm Minister Philip Pearson. God bless you. Thanks for following. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for your support. You have a wonderful, blessed day.